Great, so here I've got Kristen, who had the amazing experience to be here during the eruption of Eldfell, and I'm just going to ask her some questions about what were the specific impacts of the ash and the scoria that was raining down from the volcano versus the impacts of the lava flow that was slowly advancing towards the town.
I'm not an expert on this, but this lava, I don't know what the expert calls it, but these were actually huge stones. The volcano was throwing stones and big and small stones all over the place. So it was always a danger being outside during the eruption because you could really get a big stone to your head or whatever. People were maybe carrying furniture out of a house, and then those huge stones, what they called bombs, came flowing in that direction. The other volcano I have kind of experienced here in the near of us, that was Eyjafjallajökull, and quite interesting to look at in the beginning, but as the wind direction was in our direction, then it was not nice anymore, and the island here did turn grey in a few minutes, and it was totally different kind of ash from the Eyjafjallajökull. It was like a very, very fine dust, and it kind of you did breathe. It was awful, and I've often been thinking about if we would have got that kind of ash here on Heimaey 73, I don't think we would have moved back. We wouldn't have been able to clean that. I don't know. It was very awful, quite different from what we know here.
And in terms of the thickness, so the ash from Eyjafjallajökull was presumably just a very small few millimeters, and then the scoria and the stones that came from Eldfell accumulated much thicker.
It was of course nothing compared with Eldfell. Eldfell, there were many meters in the near of the volcano, and even on the west part you did have to clean your garden, and you did have a half a meter there. But by this Eyjafjallajökull thing, there were only a few millimeters, but to get rid of these few millimeters, you could not, you did have to, of course, clean the roofs, and that was work enough, but you could not get this away. You did just have to wait. The interesting thing was they said there were some minerals in the ash from Eyjafjallajökull. So afterwards it was good for the golf course and things like that. I'm not so good in explaining that chemistry, but they said the golf course was very green the summer after, but it is and you didn't see much of it. 1 year later, everything was greener again, and you couldn't see it, but you did still have it in the earth, and you could still feel uncomfortable when it was windy here.
And during the eruption of Eldfell, I saw on some of the videos there were fires started. Were those fires started by where the lava was reaching houses, or were some of the bombs that landed on the houses, did that also start fires in the town?
Yes. That could flow quite a long distance from there, so you did have to take care all over in the village for those who were here during the eruption. There were here around 300 people, the rescue teams.
And your father was one of those?
My father was one of them.
So he was looking after your own house?
So he could kind of look after his own house himself, and he was quite relaxed. The people started to take their belongings out of all the houses, also on the west part. He did never do that. He said, well, okay, keep this here, and we will see. He did only take out what we needed on the mainland. He did not just take the furniture and everything just because he was afraid that the house would burn down. Oh, he was quite relaxed about that.
So he just cleaned the ash off the roof to stop the roof collapsing?
Right. Yeah.
Some of the other houses, the roofs collapsed, did they, under the weight of the
and of course, some of them, you knew they were so in the near of the volcano that was just a waste of time to clean something, because you knew this house wouldn't be there anymore 3 days later. So it was more hard cleaning and trying to do the best with the west part of the island.
Was the power? How did the eruption affect the power? Was it cut off and water?
The lava took the electricity station, and that is under the lava here on the east part, in the near of the harbor.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing that
You're
personal
welcome.
experience.